Hi, everybody. Hope you guys have had a good weekend. Guess this is just me making another video, trying to stay as consistent as I can, because they say that that's the key. But just a little bit of an update about doing some arm wrestling training throughout the week, and then having a practice on a Saturday. So, hang on a sec. I'm gonna turn the music off while I chat with this about this. Okay, that should be off. So Monday through Friday, I just did every day in the morning, and then again at night. I would do my main arm wrestling lifts, about 10, 15 minutes or so. I posted a couple of the videos, and I've basically just been doing that all week, with just a little bit of traditional training, like some pull-ups and whatnot. And I had practice on Saturday. I posted the video. You guys probably watched that. And I was expecting to be sore and feeling beat up, but quite the opposite. My joints were feeling good, my tendons were feeling good, and I don't even feel, I guess I feel a little bit of fatigue in my arms and whatnot, but I did just have a practice and then I took Sunday off. But I'm training again today. I started off with some hand stuff, did some finger containment, just hung from the bars, did just some timed holds with my fingers and whatnot. So I'm going to be finishing my warm-ups just on some of these other lifts using this belt. Just going to warm up with this. Just place the belt like around my knuckles and just kind of go through the basic lifts. So straight up, riser, pronator. I'm going to go through some supination stuff. Probably do maybe 2 sets of that. Should be good enough and feel warmed up enough to go through the main lifts that everybody knows about, which are the Devon lifts. So yeah, that's it. That's all. I'm just going to work out now. So I may or may not choose to cut the audio here and maybe like talk over it or put some music or something, or I may just like let the audio play. So anyway, if you're bored and maybe you're working out or something and you see something that I'm doing that might inspire you, you try it out, just let me know. There's quite a few of you that are like my friends and even some of my clients who you guys are following me and you're subscribed. So hand, wrist, finger strength, elbow flexion strength, maybe some like strength in your back and in your lats and your upper back. If you're looking for some more ideas, the things that I'm doing here today are just a great way to reinforce everything that I've been showing you already in our sessions. So they could just be added in, and whenever you come to me, you can maybe ask me to actually give you a workout. So you're more than welcome to do that if you're watching, if you're one of the people that falls under that category. So anyway, I'm gonna stop yapping and get to work. Oh, as soon as I turn on the music. I think I might be feeling a little bit more Pantera. Be good to me, Pantera. Okay. So I've already done 2 sets with my riser, so I'm just going to do one more. And I'm just going to do some static holds here. I might do just a little bit of movement. Mm. I actually really like doing a little bit of movement um, in that particular exercise. While it doesn't quite feel like a one-to-one translation from the gym over to the table, what it is teaching me to do is, well, number one, I feel like it's just warming up just elbow flexion stuff and the riser as well as just elbow flexion. It's giving me the opportunity because the belt is over my fingers. It's giving me the opportunity to really focus on my knuckles like this, I guess. Um, a lot of the times in arm wrestling, I find myself, I guess, losing sight of my hand a little bit. I'm not really sure what that's about. It could just be an experience thing, or it could be like a lack of development and training in general. But the times that I do remember to look at my knuckles and really just kind of like glue them to my sight, like I'm just trying to glue them here, and then try to, I guess, apply elbow flexion. Like if I'm just able to do that, I always feel good enough to actually, like if I sink this, I just feel good enough to start maybe moving into better positions on the table. It's like once I have you just kind of in that wheelhouse, you just go over. Just it could just be an observation, um, uh, as well as just I guess practice. Um, anyway, that's what this is kind of making me think over, dude, right now. Just yapping a little bit. But, all right. I think what I'll do now is just actually go over a big knuckle. Yeah, again, it just feels like it's giving me the opportunity to glue my sight to that knuckle and control the rest of the movement while just maintaining that. It's not really providing a whole lot in terms of strength. Again, it's just warming up the elbow flexors and just giving me an opportunity to look at the knuckle and keep it high and keep it strong. Because if your hand dumps like this, or you just like start losing that position, it's bad news, man. I mean, for me at least. I realize that there could be some guys that are strong here, and they, I guess you would call that the low hand top roll. Um, I guess, but even doing that, just maintaining some sort of lock here in these knuckles, like the elbow joint through these knuckles. Even if you're low hand top rolling, just to have that strength and integrity and not lose that is just. Oh, I think there's mosquitoes in here. I think that's just important. Dang mosquitoes just made me lose my train of thought. Little suckers. And then I'll just do some pronation stuff. My wrist over, trying to get the back of my hand to where I'm feeling the resistance in the belt. Personally, I never feel strong pronating like that. I think it's like a severe weak point of mine. I think I have good, just like static pronation, I guess. But in terms of like actually concentrically turning someone over, for me at least, it just feels impossible at the moment. Versus guys who are like, clearly levels ahead of me. It just feels like there's no way to do that. Probably just gonna move this camera so I can Walk around just a little bit more. Too far back, sorry. Them damn skeeters getting me. Why? Weather's been beautiful in Arizona the last week and a half, maybe 2 weeks. It's like 85 during the day. You wake up and it's high 50s, low 60s. If you live in Arizona, it's just right after the summertime, man. It's just beautiful. Makes me want to be outside. I do have an outdoor gym too, but mosquitoes are also out there. Don't ask me where they came from. I don't know, but they are getting me. So I'll do some supination too. Okay. Arm wrestling is interesting. Lots of different lanes. Lots of just different strengths. Whew. Steak when I got home, still digesting it. Sorry if I'm burping. Well, my buddies let me borrow this tool. I'm going to use this today. I'm sure a lot of you arm wrestling guys have seen this. I have very little experience with this, just trying to use it to get stronger. I'm kind of aware of what it does. I don't know about you, but I just feel like I'm a little stubborn where I need to like feel that weakness and feel like that, okay, like, I'm kind of weak here. Like maybe now this makes sense. And I feel like I just needed to feel that many times in practice just to like, I guess, register it because I'm a little slow. But yeah, dude, I can see. That's interesting. All right, I want to do a few reps with this. Thank you to my friend. You know who you are. Let me use this. Huh. Interesting. Oh, yeah. Okay. In this position where my fingers are kind of opened up quite a ways, I guess if like this is happening to you and you're like not good here, you're not strong here, you're probably just losing. Like they're just taking your hand. And just to feel these pressures like in through my hand as I'm moving around, it's really evident that I just have weaknesses here. My shallow hypothesis is that in my left hand specifically, I spent a lot of time on a keyboard, or I have for multiple years of my life. If you watch any of my video game streams, you know that I am a gamer. So just the constant like WASD on the laptop over the years has given me a lot of just stiffness and really tight, weak muscles in the hand. Which is why I think my left hand is so much weaker than my right hand. But alternatively, on the right hand, you spend a lot of time like this and just kind of clicking your thumb through the buttons and clicking with your fingertip there. I think I might have some slight carpal tunnel, maybe developing in the wrist a little bit, but the pain in my wrist and the inflammation in my wrist has subsided, oddly enough, even through all the training I did all week, plus arm wrestling practice on Saturday. Seems to be much better today. So could just be talking out of my ass. The left hand, though, pretty sure that's where that came from, or it just could be because I'm right-handed. Find out, I guess, one way or another. Oh yeah, it seems like my right hand is just stronger in a lot more vectors. It just feels like it could contain much better. There's still some pain through the center of my hand here. And again, that could just be clicking the mouse a lot. Maybe it just gave me a lot of tightness in through here. Because that's kind of where I'm feeling it when I'm at least here. So when I'm like here and you're getting ready to start a match and your fingers are nice and tight, it's fine. But once I'm like here, oh man, it gets right into that tight pain area. So I don't know, man. If you're someone out there that stumbles across this video and you're a gamer, but you're also trying to be in the gym and get better and get stronger, you're encountering all these odd, weird issues, maybe in your shoulders, upper back, lower back, maybe in your hands. Could be something to it. You guys may want to think about the amount of hours you spend gaming and the amount of hours you spend trying to be better physically. Because I'm going to be 38 this weekend coming up, and I've been gaming my whole life, and it does kind of suck a little bit because I feel like a lot of the hours that I spent gaming were really jacking my joints up and my tendons and my muscles and all these important areas. Now that I want to pursue this sport, they're limiting factors. So I think there is an opportunity. If you're a young guy and you're into gaming, there's a bit of an opportunity for you to realize that and recognize that and just get up off the chair, man. You don't need to be there for 10, 12 hours. Just get up off the chair and go work out, go work on your body. And I promise you, once you do that, you come back, you're going to feel so much better. You're going to have that energy. You're probably going to perform better on the game too. Kind of getting a little preachy. I'm sorry, but it's just a little bit of a passion for me to maybe try to reach these guys and these people that are at their keyboard a lot. And I don't know. I just think that, yeah. Anyway, there's some balance in life. I'm gonna get back to working out. Oh. Okay. That was 33 on the stack. So this is 44. So it's probably closer to like just 20 pounds in my fingers, if I had to guess. Hmm. See a lot of people doing concentric versions of this. Yeah, let's maybe do an isometric hold. And that's in my fingers and my hand, muscles in my hand for sure. Okay, dude. Whew. I recommend it. If you got some hand muscle issues, this thing will light them up. It's just a great, healthy way to get some blood into those muscles and tendons. It's the only way these are going to get better. You can't just sit around and do nothing. You got to do stuff like this to feed fresh nutrients, get blood in the area so your body can heal itself. Stuff like this is super important. Okay, right hand. What you get? This thing is sweet. Oh man, that is really something. I think this, if I can get over my hand issues, and make it to where I'm actually feeling strength in these areas that I feel weakness, I really feel like my containment will be better. Against really good top rollers at practice, it just feels impossible to like get to the strap if I'm like actually fighting against them, like having a match. Just feels like they take my hand if I try to like hold on, and it's just like literally going like that. So I do think that this is definitely part of this thing, and something like this. Yeah, something like this. Really useful to just train them. If you're having some hand issues, I mean, even if you're not having hand issues, it's still good to put blood into your hands. Yeah, it's quite the feeling. Oh, okay. Yeah. Putting my pinky fingertip on this. Some issues in my pinky too. A lot of these tools are not necessarily going to hit you stronger in arm wrestling, but at least for me, doing these small things, the resistance, just allow me to find and identify weaknesses. Right now, it's like I might have a pinky problem. Just trying to figure out how to make my whole hand stronger, and just blessed to be able to have the tools to figure it out. Yeah, my pinky is just not good. Show my left hand. Yeah, oh, it's a little better. I'm just feeling some popping in my hand, some pain in my pinky when I do this. I definitely have some issues. Don't have very big hands. I have genetically small fingers, small hands. They're really thin. Definitely have some things to work on here. Okay. If you guys don't stretch out, please spend time doing that. Mm. I really wish I could do these videos live. I would love to just be like chatting with you guys and talking about arm wrestling and working out or gaming. You know, gotta follow the rules. Oh, okay. I guess YouTube wants you to have 50 subscribers. Before you can go live. Probably need to start doing this every day. Just holding it here, man. Not even really spending a lot of energy doing this. You don't need a whole lot of weight. Just figure things out. Get some blood in there. Get some work done. Yeah. Man, this feels good. Mm. Wow. So I think the key here is to pull down with your lat and drop your shoulder initially. And what this is going to do is my lat is just good here. It's not enough weight to bother it. But it's just allowing all this resistance to just be in my fingers and in my hand. Which, ideally is what you want to do on the table. Probably want to pull or try to get into a position to use bigger muscles or smaller muscles. And if you can do that, the other guy is probably using smaller muscles. I think that is an advantage. This is insane. Dude. Oh man, I've been missing this. I'm like pretty much 2 years deep, going on probably be in my third year sometime in the next 6 to 8 months. I've never used this never had it just like a part of my regimen, my training, and I feel like it's just been missed. Just a key. It's just a tool to get me some of those, or at least try to turn some of these weaknesses into strengths, or just make them less weak. I'm gonna be using this a little bit today too. Multi-spinner. It's like maybe inch and a half thick. Was it 2 inches? Well, it looks like 2 inches. Personally, I think that feels great. Will my hand ever feel this great in arm wrestling? Probably not. But it's still nice to to have this tugging on different positions in the hand, just to help you have wrist flexion while the opposing forces are trying to take you other places. So I'm gonna try this today too. I know what's missing. I don't have any chalk on my hands. Yeah. Get on me. Oh, you guys are probably like, what in the world? I'm just a little weirdo sometimes. Okay, gotta lube these up. No, I'm probably just doing this wrong. This is another tool that I've never used. Well, that's not true. I have used it a couple of times, but not enough to be an expert or anything. So you guys are probably laughing at me like, what does he do? And the truth is, I don't fucking know. Let's get this nice and tight. Yeah, there we go. I wonder if this is just you keep it straight. Just kind of move it. Yeah, I do feel that a little bit more in the pinky side, down through here to my elbow. Giving you strength through, I guess that would be supination. Yeah, I mean, if anything, my hands are getting lit up, so this is good. Very good. Yeah, I could definitely see that. Like if you're going sideways, feels like there is a force in the bottom of my hand, trying to go the opposite way. It'd be interesting to see what this feels like in the pronated manner. Swap these so you guys can get a better view. Sorry, I am not a YouTube professional. Day one, son. No, it's like week one. So this way. That would go probably over the hand. This. That's probably right. Oh yeah, that's some definite pronating going on there. Oh, it's this way. Sorry guys, I'm a bit slow. My thumb on it just a tad bit. Just keep it tight. Yep. That wants to turn my hand over. And I'm like, nope. I've been using a multi-spinner. Yep. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's pretty good. I can see why people use this. And I may actually have to get one myself. Yeah, wow. It's also very revealing. Like, my freaking right wrist does not like that. Okay. Fine. I'll only do a little bit. I think I'm probably good enough to start on some main lifts. I just kind of wanted to do a few things with my hands. A lot of you guys are probably like, you need to do more, you need to do more. It's like, I know that, but I think too much too early is not a good thing. I felt it. I felt the weight. Did some concentric, did some eccentric, did some static holds, and I felt what I needed to feel. I do believe that there's blood in the areas that there needs to be. And now it just feels like my supination feels warmed up. My elbow flex to supination needs to be warmed up. That's what I just felt. And my brain was buffering, guys. Sorry. So I'll do this last little warm up / exercise. Okay. Oh man, I was thirsty. If I decide to leave this audio in, you guys are probably wondering what I'm doing right now. And I'm getting a little bit of electrolytes, getting some vitamin C, and I'm going to take some collagen. Probably put it on screen so you guys can see. Some collagen, and just like an emergency packet. There's probably good evidence that shows a link between vitamin C and collagen in terms of making sure your tendons are in good health. There are other supplements out there, but I'm not interested in taking you guys through that at the moment. But right now, I'm trying collagen and vitamin C to see if there's any sort of impact on the recovery. And also just being able to do these things every day of the week and then also have practice. Will I get tendonitis? Will I start feeling better? Will I start getting stronger? Those are just some things that I have in mind in terms of goals, which you should do, actually. Oh, yeah. Vitamin C. Oh, excuse me. Probably made a lot of you guys upset when I said vitamin. I'm not sorry. Anyways, I'm going to do some supinating bicep, supinated bicep static holds, I guess. I sometimes feel really bad in this position, and I sometimes feel really good in this position. Typically only feel good when I warm up, and I typically only feel bad when I don't. So, probably not a good idea to go super heavy on this. Just kind of want to do some isometrics, hold it for a bit, and then maybe just go down nice and slow, take it through the full range of motion. Your arm will sometimes get like this in arm wrestling if you're getting turned over and your palm up. And you know it, and I know it, and everybody knows it, that you are getting burnt out. Unless you're just a superstar in this position. Found some things in my right bicep there. Glad I'm warming up. Felt my tendon pop. A good kind, I guess. If you're like 30 plus, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, just going through all these just kind of static holds. Not trying to show off, guys. And some of you are in your brain like, oh, he just wants to show off his arm. First of all, joke's on you. My arms are not great. I think they've been just a weak point in my life, my biceps anyway. I have the long head insertion, as some of you know it as. And when I was a kid, particularly in high school, I thought that if you trained it a whole lot, you could have a short head insertion. Keep in mind that I graduated in 2006, so take that as you will. Anyway, you can't do that. I hurt my arms a lot when I was younger. I had bicep tendonitis by the time I was 18, probably 17. I was already getting bicep tendonitis. And just, minor small tears and strains, and just really beating my arms up. So, I don't know. I don't particularly feel good to show them off. And I'm not sure I ever will. But despite having pretty poor arm genetics and abuse of them when I was a child, and very small hands and hand issues, I am still going to pursue arm wrestling because it's just really dang fun. Really dang cool. There's a lot of great people in the sport. I've met so many inspiring people, and there's competitions, and dude, it's just awesome. That cat is being a menace. Anyway, I think arm wrestling is just worth, for me at least, to figure out what the heck to do with my busted up arms in situation, and I think it's a great way to, just find weaknesses within yourself. Like, not enough people do that. Not enough people look for that, whether it's fitness or mental health or whatever. Being able to identify weaknesses and working on them is just where at least I am right now. I don't know about you guys. I have many weaknesses, and I find it fascinating to try to make them strengths. There's an issue here. Going from here to here. Some kind of issue. A lot of my sorenesses are typically in these areas that I'm finding, like after a really hard practice, if I pull multiple guys. If you're just not training, like, down towards the failure points, it just feels like when you get there at practice, dude, it makes me sore. lose a lot. Dang it. All right. I'm warm. I'm going to start on these Devon lifts. Take get enough blood in my elbow flexors. And I'm going to try these lifts. And then I'll just cut the video because it looks like it's already about to be an hour. I'm sure there ain't nobody in the world who wants to be here that long. So. Sitting down on the chair. You're so lazy. There's so many ways over here. Sorry if you can hear that fan. Yeah. What? Okay, martial arts. Oh shit. I do this to myself. There's so much stuff in here, and I need to do a much better job organizing it. What am I doing? Guess I'll start with maybe just straight up back pressure in the hand like this. Just tell my body what's up. Hey, elbow flexors, you're gonna do stuff. Okay. Neat. Probably over the knuckle now. This might be a little bit heavy for risers, so maybe I'll do supinated first. Running through the thumb, over the thumb, thumb through the loop. Almost feels as good as some regular old back pressure. So, in case you guys are wondering, this is just 55 pounds. Imagine if I could just do kgs like this. Just be able to like talk and lift at the same time. That'd be insane. Now I will do the over the knuckle thing. You. Okay. Then, so that was over pointer finger knuckle. This knuckle. And I have the thing. That knuckle there. So the next lift is going to be just straight up over that knuckle, or these two knuckles, I should say. Digits, as people call them. This is more for, again, for the riser this way, like just coming up your wrist, maintaining that, which is what I was talking about a little bit earlier. Warming up that way now, it feels like while I'm doing these lifts, I could just focus on that a little bit better. I'll just keep my shoulder forward. Go over these two knuckles like so easy. All right. Feels fine. All right. Guess I might wait a second and just try the first knuckle and then in between the two knuckles before I get to my big pronator lifts. I think my pronator is just fine, and depending on the health and the day, I guess my wrist can give out somewhere between 60 to like 70 pounds. They'll just start to go, and then 70 pounds is the weight that I'll use for my pronator lifts, and then I typically go up from there. But well, not typically, but sometimes I go up from there. Typically, I've just been staying at the 70, 75 pound range for my pronator lifts, and I'm just getting up to like pyramiding up into like just a static hold with it, maybe 5 to 10 seconds. I'm just going to try to do that twice a day, every day. Tasty emergency packet is so delicious. Over the knuckle. Okay. Okay. We're gonna do this. Oh, that actually feels pretty good. Okay. Over the 2 digits on my left, it was like, it felt like it was getting close to 90 to 100% there. This one too. Dang. I'm just weak. Oh. I will try 60. Thud. Oh, I'm sorry. I know that was loud. It's hot. There's air circulating in here. There's like one tiny fan in the corner, but it is just like a dollar store fan. And yeah. Whew. What do you guys use to stay hydrated during your workouts? Is it just water? Or are you putting things in your body that are going to help you, i.e. electrolytes, carbs, maybe even some sugars? If you're not afraid of gaining a little bit of weight, which probably you may not, you do it at the right time, like before your workouts, 30 minutes before, 45 minutes before. Your body's just going to use that as fuel. So, and sometimes your glucose stores just run out while you work out. So anyway, I think I got that sucker. He's like, he's pumped. Get him. The blood is rich and free here, fellas. Oh, the F it ain't. If I catch you, you're gone. That feels way better. Just over the first knuckle there. Like, very strong. Might even be able to do 70. This might be like a max effort lift in terms of over the 2 digits here. I don't know if I can do this. Yeah, I'm not going to go any further than 1 on that. Barely got that. Okay. Whew. Okay, it's time to go to 70. 65, maybe. Am I just not mathing correct here? Oh, this would be 65. To 65 first. And I think with this one, I will just do over the first knuckle. And I'll try to just do like a 5-second hold with it. It's water time. Get some water. Oh, oh. Okay, attempt numero uno. This is 65 pounds over the first knuckle. I'm just going to attempt, in my mind, I guess 5 seconds, but if I get more than that, I will. It's like maybe 5. Probably about 5 too. And I think that is going to be the limit. Now I'm just going to start at 70. My pronation lifts because I think I'm pretty much there. Excuse me. I am digesting right now. Which I definitely prefer to do it while I'm being physical. Because just be helping my digestion. Probably going to cut that out. Nobody needs to know that. I wonder if you could just do like a super deadlift too. Just, or if that would even be necessary. I'm sure Devin Lorette would have figured it out if it was. So that was 70 pounds on the left thumb. So the pronator lift. Maybe a 5-second hold. Yeah, feels fine. really hope my arms can recover. As I don't know if doing 70 pounds tomorrow is going to be in the cards. Might need to take a recovery / rehab day and just get on the bands and try to pump blood through them. I rested on Sunday, which was yesterday. Didn't work out. Had a hard practice last set. Not a hard practice, just had a practice Saturday. But if I wake up and my tendons and my joints feel tight, I'll just make like a what I do for rehab stuff and maybe make a video if you guys are interested in that. A lot of that rehab work can be really useful just to do it, especially for a lot of you guys who are like new to training and whatnot. It's just a really good way to discover your arm and just all the different lanes that it can perform and do things. It's pretty fascinating. Bands are relatively safe and a good way to train. You can really load up by using a lot of bands if you want to get to that point. All right. All of a sudden, I feel very low energy. Yeah, I might be getting close to my max. It's probably why I'm feeling this way a little bit. And it's pretty close to 11 o'clock, 11 p.m. Look at me just making excuses. Just going to do this lift again. And I'm going to hold it. I'm going to hold it forever. You watch. Oh, damn. That's a pretty good lock on that, though. Okay, this set actually felt much better. A good lock in through my thumb and through my pronator. Didn't feel like I was gonna get turned over, and felt like it felt like I still had more to like push through into my thumb. So if I had to guess, this is probably like somewhere between 85 and 90% of my max. I don't know, maybe less. Maybe I'm just overshooting a little bit. But anyway, I'll probably do one more set. Uno más. It's hot in here. Noisy. Don't forget. Type down below what you found to be most informative or awe-inspiring, or something you have a question about. If anybody has watched the whole video or made it this far, it'd be cool to just communicate with you guys while I'm trying to turn this into like some sort of live stream. I feel very awkward just being here alone talking into this little mic. So maybe interact a little bit. And doing pronator work is very interesting. It's just so foreign and new to me, just in these last couple years of getting back into arm wrestling or getting into arm wrestling. You just don't train it in any other sport or any other bodybuilding. You definitely aren't training pronation. I mean, certain lifts might get you a little bit of pronation, like If you're doing like reverse curls, it's probably one way, and I guess maybe to a certain extent hammer curls. Probably pull-ups or one-handed pull-ups give you some good static pronation strength, but if you're not used to, like, I guess using it concentrically, it's weird. Just freaking weird. It's like it just doesn't exist. Or maybe I'm just weak. And that's kind of where my head is. I feel like I'm weak. I don't like that. So here I am, trying to be strong. Yeah, that one felt pretty comfortable. That's it, that's all. That's it, that's all. I might do a few more things, um, but I'm gonna shorten the video now because it's just over an hour. If you're someone that has watched this, and again, if you want to interact, that'd be pretty cool. I really do appreciate that. Like I said, I feel really weird just making these videos, just talking to myself, and I would like to, I guess, hopefully get a little bit better about this. I just want to uh, feel like maybe I've helped a little bit in the fitness world and the arm wrestling world, and just the um, overall just betterment of yourself physically. And I would like to reach more people and talk to more people and just get involved a little bit more in the community. And this is a pretty big step for me. So again, if you're watching, I thank you, and I hope your Monday was not terrible, and the rest of your week is nice and smooth and strong, and you get great pumps in the gym. Yeah, all that jazz. Bye bye.